Hi, I'm Paul, and today we're going to be talking through some of the latest Upshot product developments. If you're ever wondering where to find these updates, you can always click on the What's New in the top right-hand corner of your account. This will detail all the latest updates and several of the elements I'm going to talk about today. So the first feature is the ability to now receive notifications when there have been new submissions to your attendee sign-up forms. Rather than needing to check ad hoc whether there have been any new sign-ups, users can receive or view these notifications in one of two ways. On screen, a red icon appears next to the attendee sign-up waiting list showing how many profiles are sitting on here. In addition to this, users can set up immediate or periodic email alerts for any new sign-ups to their forms, and the email received will look like so. Providing the sign-up reference, the form that has been completed, and immediate access to the relevant waiting list. Individual users can subscribe themselves to notifications for particular sign-up forms by clicking on their own name in the top right-hand corner of the account, going to the Notifications tab, and choosing the forms they'd like to subscribe to. System admins can also set this for several users at once within the Form Builder page. Users can also choose to receive immediate notifications for individual sign-ups, or choose to have these batched and receive an email at a different period if there have been a collection of new sign-ups. The notification feature hopes to help organisations manage their waiting list process more efficiently. This smaller but helpful update relates to media. At times, it may not be possible to upload media files on the appropriate dates, i.e. a photo or item is uploaded a few days later. When viewing this media file within the system, this will then show as the uploaded date. This could be frustrating and could impact on the impression of data accuracy. Now, users can add an optional display date when uploading media items. We can view this either when editing an existing media file, or we can change the display date, or when adding a new media file as well. This display date will be helpful because this will then be reflected in the media library as well as any files that are associated to attendees then appearing on their timeline. For instance, if we take the example of Alice here and we go to her timeline, a couple of media items have been uploaded, a particular document and a particular picture. But these were both uploaded on the 13th of February, but actually this picture is related to something back in December. This slightly impacts the chronological element of the timeline, with it now appearing out of order. With the ability to edit these files and add a custom display date, I can accurately record when and where this happened so it appears in the correct order now on her timeline. The calendar can be a helpful visual tool within the system, either allowing Upshot users or potentially participants if shared externally to view what is taking place and when. We have improved the layout of the day and week view of both the sessions and project calendar when several events were on the same day or week. Additionally, hovering over a session will now show the full details. 2 reporting updates here. The first is very simple. We have reordered some of the reports found under the Reports tab at the top of the screen. This aims to make it easier for users to more quickly find the report that best meets their needs. The second relates to user controls. For some organisations, whilst there is a need for certain team members to log into the system and enter information about attendees on the platform, they do not want these users to be able to explore attendees' personal information via the different reporting tools. Organisations now have the flexibility to specify the exact reports they would like to deny a user access to the export. Here we can see how a system admin can update this for other users on the account by denying their access to certain reports that export personal details. This can be set for existing users or when adding a new user to the platform in the first instance.